Hi everyone, welcome. Eddie here with another Broadfield live dealer webinar. Our usual host Jim Bask, he's in Las Vegas auditioning to be the next year's NHL Golden Knight for the Las Vegas team out there. I guess he must have seen it during the pre-show for Game 1. I don't know if you guys caught it on NBC, but Vegas puts on a show. The pageantry was there. They had a full-on scene on the ice, and they also had something going on in the crowd. They always have like the siren going, but they still had a full show, and it was theatrical, and it just made Jim want to go out there and skate his little heart out. And we wish him all the best. I'm kidding, of course. He's out there for Infocom, but probably now he's thinking about auditioning to be next year's Las Vegas Golden Knight. But let's get to the matter at hand, the dealer webinar today on these two great devices, the SlingStudio Hub working in concert with the LiveU Solo HDMI video encoder. We've done the bundle. You know about the bundle. Let's see it in action. And we were able to see it this week, or I should say last Saturday at the annual it's LiveU Solo. The case is great, but it's not really, it's more for your belt. So we'll just leave it. He worked overtime over the weekend, so he's just like me. He's a little tired. But we had Pug Life Chronicles stream the NYPD FDNY football game live to their Facebook page for hundreds of viewers to see, and they did it with just the SlingStudio and the LiveU Solo HDMI video encoder. Of course, they had multiple cameras, which easily hooked up with the camera link, and they did it at MCU Park, which, if you don't know, I think it's the Mets affiliate Brooklyn Cyclones play at. So it's a huge field, and they were able to canvas the entire area. I was there as well with my camera and anything that the production needed. I'd like to thank Rafal with Sling, Tim also with Sling, Joyce from LiveU, and George from Pug Life Chronicles, which, if you hang around long enough, you will hear him directly. We got him on Skype. But let's go now to something that every one of you should know, the price and what's included in this bundle. $24.95 for everything you see here, the LiveU Solo HDMI video encoder, SlingStudio Hub, the battery that is just so simple and easy to use. You don't need it. You can plug this in and have it go, but you're probably going to be portable using this device. So the battery comes with it. Also a camera link, the HDMI D2C cables, which allow you to use the camera link on just about any camera. The SlingStudio USB expander, which allows you to bring in sources and also take out video if you want to save it onto a hard drive as well. And the backpack, which it doesn't look like it could get heavy, but when you fill it up with this bundle, the laptop that you'll need, the camera that you need, your audio equipment that you're going to need, yeah, you're going to wish you had a second set of hands this Saturday at the football game. I'm looking at you, Christine. Yeah, I hope that baby shower was great. It was a bridal shower, excuse me. Anyway, so once more to something that your sales team should know. And if you guys want this diagram, let us know. We will send it out to you. This is how it works. And honestly, this chart kind of makes it a little complicated. Basically, you're going to bring in your camera and your sources into the SlingStudio Hub. From the hub, you will go out to, excuse me, I know why Jim and Gary, they're always drinking up here, because you get a little dry mouth. But using the console app, you can control all your sources, your graphics, and everything else. This doesn't have the LiveU Solo integration, though. That will take your streaming on off of the hub, and now using the LiveU Solo with its bonded cellular technology with the USB modems as well as the LRT cloud server, you can stream to Facebook or any CDN of your choice and rest easy that nothing will drop. So I think we have an interview now with Tim from SlingStudio, giving us more of a brief overview as to how the three companies got together to bring you this football game on Facebook.
Hey, how are you? It's Tim Meyer from SlingStudio. We're joined here with our friends from LiveU and Broadfield Distribution, and we have our common customer, Pug Life Chronicles. We're excited to be here today as you can't have a more iconic event. We're doing the NYPD versus FDNY football game. And as I said, we're really taking the best in multi-camera production with SlingStudio and mirroring it together with the best in connectivity, live view, to really have cameras all over the field. So we've got a cameraman roaming down here on the sidelines. We have a camera over here at about midfield on the mid-level. And then we've also got our friend George here filming from up top on a wide-angle shot. So the beautiful thing is we've been able to kind of incorporate our cameras all throughout this stadium using wireless technology, no long wires running everywhere, and we've been able to put on what appears as an extremely professional broadcast directly to Facebook, to multiple pages, and we've got hundreds of people tuning in right now live, and I'm sure we'll have many more watch throughout the week. It's all very exciting technology. Our friends at Broadfield are offering special bundle pricing on the two solutions together, and we really believe it's the best of both worlds, and it creates the best in broadcasting. And we're really excited to partner up with everybody and be here at this iconic event, and we've had a lot of fun.
And there we go. As Tim mentioned, Broadfield is putting together special bundle pricing. And the most important thing I failed to mention, and I'm surprised none of my bosses came in here yelling at me, this bundle has been extended through June 30th. It's basically the entire month of June for you and your sales team to get these in the hands of the customers that you know need it. And not only that, even if customers don't necessarily understand what they're doing, but they want to do a live stream, and if they have the budget to do so, please learn this bundle because it will save any live streamer, whether they are a complete professional or an amateur that is just basically starting. It will save them so much time and energy. And the way that these two work together, I kind of wish that the bundle would just never end. I think these two work together so well. And now, as a special treat, we have George on the line right now via Skype TX, and he's going to help tell us more about it. So, Christine, bring George in. George, how are you, buddy? All right, George. Of course, we go live, and I can't hear you. It's perfect.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Okay, I
Okay,
think we had to
great.
change the setting. George, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, Eddie. Thank you for having me on the show. It's an honor to be on the Broadfield streaming live right now for all the salespeople to see, and I'm excited about that. Thank you for having me.
George, the pleasure is all mine, believe me. Now, we hung out this weekend at MCU Park. How did everything go? I know, but let's enlighten the Broadfield audience as to how well this bundle worked out for you in your production.
Well, I can't tell you enough, Eddie. It worked out fantastic, especially from having no experience in broadcasting to go almost 100% professional looking. And no one out there watching the show could tell whether it was a professional studio doing it or if it was, our equipment, the Sling Studio and the LiveU doing it.
Well, at least from what I can see, it was definitely a professional studio doing it, whether you will admit it or not. Humble is part of your game, but yeah, I mean, I see professional studios enlisting this equipment on their own either way. Was there any challenges in configuring your setup that a new user who is looking to buy these two or get this bundle might need to know that we haven't done our due diligence enough to explain to them, although we feel that we might have. But in your experience with this one production, what are some of the obstacles that could get into other producers' way?
Okay, so one of the things is that first and foremost, I got a lot of my education from watching the Broadfield channel, the streams.
That's what
So
we like to hear.
that's how I knew what to get from some of the team members there. And so I have here of course, the Sling Studio. Uh, have it here, and then I have the additional battery, which I always carry it in the event that the power source goes down on this, I always have a backup. I never leave home without it. The other thing that with the LiveU, the LiveU Solo, I have the HDMI version. If you can see here, there's a professional version also with an STI attachment if you want to use a different type of camera. But for what I needed, this is just suffice. It's an excellent piece of equipment. One of the things that I didn't know when I first started using the LiveU was that I was trying to go off a wireless hotspot and my phone to transmit the signal. I didn't know you needed a cable modem. Now, these are USB cable modems. These are from two different companies. I got Verizon on one and AT&T on the other. So at first, when I was streaming, it was a little choppy. But once I contacted the company, they told me that I needed these, and I was led to get these two different from the carriers that I already, I do business with. So I went and got them. So this is very, very important to make this thing go, to make it go live. Now, another thing a user is going to want to use is subscribe to that LRT, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
You got to subscribe to that to bond the two signals from this so you can have strong bandwidth and you're able to you're able to go live and stream a show without having any interruptions. So that's very, very important. And of course, with that bundle, I mean, this is the bundle that Broadfield has for its customers right now. It's pretty incredible. You also get, the SlingStudio camera link, and you need this in order to attach this to the camera of your choice that you're using. You got to make sure, though, that it's compatible. Once you attach this to your camera, along with the SlingStudio, they connect with one another, and this is what pushes the feed out. So, what most important thing is you need a link, and if you don't have one and you're using, for example, iPods or iPhones, that's fine. But if you're using more of a like a mirrorless camera or more of that type of those type of cameras, then you're going to need one of these. Also, you can do this with a video camera. Make sure that you get one that you can connect this with. You can do that you can go to SlingStudio and they'll tell you which ones are compatible. But this little piece of equipment, man, this LiveU Solo, it's amazing. And for the price and the bundle that you guys are offering, I mean, having a studio in your pocket for $25, or in your backpack in this case, for under $2,500 is an incredible value.
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know if I want to have you on again because you're doing my job better than I am. And this is only my second solo show. You got more equipment than I do. I didn't even have the camera. You're outdoing me, George. But also, to mention with the camera link, technically you need a camera that is mini HDMI out. But
yes,
we have our bosses like to call it the miracle cable, that is full HDMI to micro HDMI. And as a gift, I'm going to send you one so that you can use bigger cameras, like the camera that I brought down, our Sony, that I'm looking right into right now.
Thank you.
It's a full HDMI out, and with that full to micro HDMI, I think that's what we call the D2C, because we try to include that into the bundle. If I'm wrong about that, please write me and let me know. But with that cable, you can use pretty much any camera. And when I first saw the camera link and I saw that it was mini, I figured, okay, this thing is pretty limited. But that other miracle adapter cable has been able to work wonders. So fear not, if you have another camera that you want to use the camera link, we can definitely get you set up. But either way, you could not have explained it better. You need these modems that are not with the LiveU, and I have to say it slower and pontificate it more, because we still get customers calling. They say, oh, I got the LiveU Solo and the LRT, but nothing is working. Well, nothing's going to until you get those two modems. Sounds like a hassle, but George, you were able to do it with no problem. So that should be a testament to any customer who is looking to get these products, that there is hope. You can live stream, and especially with that LRT, have that full reliability in your production that the stream will not drop. Other than that, anything about the game? I know we talked a little bit that you are an NYPD officer, so I'm kind of assuming you were a little bit favoring one side or the other. How did you enjoy the game overall?
Well, Eddie, I'm not going to admit that on camera. Um, that that sorry about that. I'm not going to admit that on camera. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, we
Okay,
got
I'm
you.
sorry. Okay, I'm not going to admit that on camera that I favored one side or the other because I got friends on both sides.
Fair enough. Hey, that's the perfect answer. I'm the same way. I couldn't really pick and choose. I was just looking for a great example of our finest and our bravest, just having fun and people ask me why weren't there any fights. This was just a good game. It was fun, and they're still in their tournament. I believe they move on to the next game. Is that right?
That's correct. And the best team actually won that day. And I'll just keep it down the middle. And they're
Perfect.
going on to play Chicago, Chicago Police Department. So we're excited about that. I wish we were streaming that, but
Yeah.
eventually, I know we will. So I'm sorry. Was there an additional question that I might have missed?
No, I don't think so. The last thing I just want to wrap up. You're running Pug Life Chronicles.
That's
You
correct.
guys really specialize more in boxing events, but you took on this very prestigious football game. Is there anything else coming down the pike that our viewers and your audience might want to know as well from Pug Life Chronicles?
So yeah, Pug Life Chronicles is usually it's for that up and coming boxer, struggling and in the grind. And we said, well, why not do the football and the football games also? They're young guys, they're hungry, they want to compete, and we went out there, and as a result, uh, from the viewers watching the production, and they love the production value because of the LiveU Solo and the SlingStudio. They didn't know the difference, and they actually one of the viewers actually contacted us, was a baseball team for the police department that's going to play against the New York City Fire Department, and we got contracted to do that work as well. So we're really excited about that. And on top of that, Eddie, we do our boxing shows. In fact, we're doing one tonight on a sister channel. It's called Smoker Talk, and that's going to be a lot of rock'em sock'em. It's the police officers of New York City. They're taking out their frustration and grudges against each other. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I welcome you to watch that. Also, it's all for charity. All these events that we're doing are for the children's and widows orphan funds, and just to get just to give back to the community as well. We take kids from the streets, put them in these programs, and it's fully 100% funded by these charities and these programs that we do. So I'm excited to be part of that. And what excites me most is that I can bring it to the viewers, and it just broadens our viewership and people to donate and give to these funds because of these wonderful products. And I couldn't be any prouder of having these products in my corner, in my ring, in my corner ring, to have them there to help us get the message across. So thank you very much also for having us on the show.
Again, the pleasure is all ours, and just your charitable work alone should just be commended, even without how great your productions have been. So definitely tune in tonight. Smoker Talk, you said?
Smoker Talk, yeah. It's
Okay.
the name comes from back in the back in time where boxing was not legal. So they used to do it in basements and stuff, and guys used to smoke cigars, and there was
Ah.
a big room full of smoke.
Mm.
So they would be boxing in these garages, basements, warehouses. So basically, it came from a smoker. They call them smokers. So we our show is called Smoker Talk, and we talk boxing.
Excellent, cool. I will definitely include that link on the page, on our YouTube page for the video. And please send me everything so that we can help network you guys. I'm a huge baseball fan. I don't know, I'm sure I don't look like it, but I played a little in college. So that FDNY NYPD baseball game sounds really exciting. I'll see if they're going to send me to it. And I say that knowing that they're
Yes,
just going to send me to it. Um,
yes,
so hopefully it's local, but I definitely look forward to that. And yes, we'll make sure to get the word out that everything from Pug Life Chronicles um, will come out through us. And just tune into Pug Life Chronicles. It's a Facebook page. Everything that they have will stream to
and
that
YouTube, and
and
YouTube.
YouTube. You
And one
cannot
other
forget
thing, Eddie,
YouTube.
I forgot
Yes.
to mention that Live View, and this is a good point that you brought that up. Live View is an excellent piece of equipment because with the Sling Studio, we go out to Facebook And with the LiveU, we go out to YouTube. So
It's
it gives us,
perfect.
it covers the a broad spectrum of viewership. Before you would have to subscribe to a some kind of a bonding type to show the different Facebook and YouTube separately. You don't have to do that once you have this bundle. This is a very important point for customers to know. I looked at some companies that would stream both to Facebook and YouTube, but they were charging us more money per month to do that. Some of them up to upwards of $200 a month just to do that, uh, depending on how much bandwidth and how much time we were going to be on the air. With the LiveU Solo and the Sling Studio is no additional charge. It's already included in your RT subscription. And with the Sling Studio, there is no charge. You go straight out to Facebook or YouTube, your choice.
And that's
So
something that we've always been preaching with these, that yes, you get the LRT with the LiveU Solo, but the SlingStudio is still designed to stream, so why not use it? And I'd love that you brought that up, because that's always a point that we kind of neglect to mention, because the LRT is just so good on its own, and so many of our users only really go to one CDN. But the fact that you
it's a
go to
big
Facebook and YouTube, that is
it's
huge.
a big selling point, and that's what drew me even more onto these products because it's saving me money, and the LRT is for what you pay the subscription. It's really an incredible value for our team to be able to use that. So again, Eddie, I can't say any more. I mean, I'm in love with the product, and you guys are lucky out there that are watching this. I feel blessed to be able to have this technology in this time because it's increased our viewership, and now we get to do it on two different platforms, on YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, again, you're vying for my job here. Do you want to put me on the street? Because, I
No,
mean, I know someone's here is going to be like, George did a way better job than you, right? I'm already used to it
no.
here, but I don't think you can say anymore. And I'm gonna cut you off because we already went long,
Okay.
and I'm so glad that we did. I was worried that this was gonna be over in 8 minutes, but we definitely showed Jim that you can actually have a 15-minute webinar and then some. We're almost getting into the half-hour mark. George, thank you again so much for joining us. The relationship here is mutual. Whatever you guys need,
Yes.
you can always reach out to us. And if we can't get it, we'll find the supplier that can get whatever you need to you. We look forward to hearing more from Pug Life Chronicles. And thank you again for all the charitable work that you do. And I can't wait till we work again together.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Eddie. Thanks to Jim and the Broadfield team. Appreciate
Nope,
it. Thank you
no
very much.
problem at all. Thanks again. All right, so you heard it from George. He uses this stuff. I'm looking at you, Broadfield dealers. These things should be flying off of our shelves now and then flying off of yours. And if there are any users looking in, I mean, I don't know what else you need to hear. We've done so many shows on this bundle. George even showed more of the bundle than I did. He loves this. Any user that purchased this, especially with the LRT cloud and everything else that LiveU and Sling can bring together, it just makes no sense why people aren't using this more. And we have now the end of the show. So let's wrap up with the upcoming schedule. June 14th, we'll be reintroducing the Glyph Production Technology Storage Solutions. That is a mouthful. But we ran into Mason Pfeffer, I believe, at NAB in Vegas about, oh my God, feels like it was yesterday, but it was almost 2 months ago. So I'm sure we'll be having more from him, possibly the footage that we had at NAB. Glyph has a lot of exciting stuff, and we're looking forward to that. June 21st, to be determined. We're hoping for new product releases. There will be new product releases. I guess we're keeping it under the hat right now, but whenever you see these TBDs or we're not sure what we're doing, send us what you guys want us to do. We will do a show catered to you. June 28th, July specials, news and announcements. It's just the most fun month of the year anyway. In the beginning, we get to blow stuff up, and at the end, it's my birthday. So I'm really excited for that. And July 5th, Best of Broadfield. I don't know what that means. I'm sure I'm not going to be involved because it has the word best in it. But either way, be sure to call any of your Broadfield salespeople. It's Dan, it's John, Angel, Jared, And Jim, bug Jim whenever you want. I always like bugging Jim, of course. Our number, 800-634-5178. Tune in Thursday, every Thursday at 2 p.m. and please share this with everybody that you know. We want to get the word out there. We want to get more comments, more likes, and we just want more feedback in general. So please don't shy away from the comments section on our YouTube channel. This is Eddie with Broadfield Distributing, and we'll see you again next week. Take care. Broadfield Distributing is a value-added distributor of live production, streaming, video editing, and storage products. We only sell to resellers. We are always looking for new dealers, so call us at 800-634-5178 or email sales@broadfield.com. You'll like doing business with Broadfield because we make it easy to do business.